All right. Okay. So in Matthew chapter 6, verse 22, it says, "If thine eye be single and filled with light, thine entire body be full of light." All right. So hence the female portion, right? Is got the vulva there, and you got the clitoris, right? And you know what I'm saying? This is like a rose. You see what I'm saying? And that rose is like an eye, and that eye is like your first eye. All right? It's a throne. Chariot. It's a throne, which really means carriage. Chariot means like carriage, when you break down the word, but it's a throne, okay? And it's the seat of intuition, and it's your first eye. It's between the two hemispheres of your brain. You know what I'm saying? You have this ocular lens or whatever that is really like the pearl of your clamp. You know what I'm saying? Of your brain. So, you know, when you talk about spiritual intercourse, you're talking about when wisdom comes down, the conception of thought, having thoughts, becoming illuminated, having understanding, having discernment, and what have you. And the eye, you know what I'm saying? When we say we're horn eye or horn e, as you know, the horn, okay, of the dragon enters in through your eye. That's why there's a quisp there or a quill. And remember that movie I keep referencing, Look Who's Talking, from the 80s and what have you. You know what I'm saying? Is horny or horn eye. You see what I'm saying? The face of God is pineal or penny L, pineal, right? And the word Adam, mankind, means ruddy, and ruddy means blood filled, meaning the red dragon is blood filled or is ruddy. You know what I'm saying? I got a purple heart. When it fills up with blood, you know what I'm saying? I get pretty excited. You know what I'm saying? That goes into the rose, right? The horn eye. You know what I'm saying? The apple of my eye would be my sperm. That would be Ray with a quisp, a ray of hope or a ray of light. Think of that song by Madonna. Your sperm has light in it. You understand what I'm saying? And right now, the black man's sperm is worth 30K at the sperm donor. But it's like, if my shit is worth that much, why do I need to go like bust a nut inside of a cup so somebody can capitalize off of it? You know what I'm saying? That's why don't let females talk to you any type of way, niggas, because your fucking sperm is worth 30 grand right now. All right? That's fact. It was in the news. All right? So the goat, right? It looks like a guitar. It's like cock and balls, but it looked like a guitar. And you got the face of God, and you have the upside down kingdom, which is the upside down heart. Make the penis tip, the helmet or whatever, right? And it plugs in order to make a current, there's a male and a female. The female is the outlet. She receives. She's a receiver. You understand what I'm saying? She's a receiver. You are a giver. All right? So you need to acknowledge what you give. So considering being enlightened, there are two thrones. There is this throne, which is your growing area, and there is this throne, which really your growing is going to more correlate with your gut. Okay? With your gut and your mind. This deals with survival. This still deals with thriving. Okay? And these wheels are wheels of light. Okay? UFOs are different churches that represent different ages and stages and seasons and time. Within a man are these wheels. And these wheels are known as angels, and these angels are chakras. All right? Again, the upside down kingdom. You got the flower, you got the purple heart, the helmet tip, the strawberry, you know what I'm saying? Little horn or horn eye, horny, the mushroom tip, you know what I'm saying? When your dick get hard, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, that upside down kingdom. And you plug into that young lady, and then you want to have connection with God, You know what I'm saying? And let it be transcendental. That would be awesome. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about spiritual intercourse, God says, my ways are higher than your ways. Meaning, the throne of man, the throne is going to be here. But the throne of God, he concerns over the inner man and the man of thoughts. And the seed is within inside of itself. So you are a fruit, right? Because you're blood filled. You have flesh, and you probably past the epidermis, you got the dermis, and you're filled with blood. Okay? The portion that God, wisdom comes down, whether male or female. Your first eye is actually vertical. Therefore, it looks like a female organ. It looks like a vagina, right? And while we say that it's the apple looks more like a cherry. Cherry over time, or chariot. It's a throne. Okay, that's your first eye. Those are the two hemispheres of your brain. And there goes, you know what I'm saying, your first eye. The quisp. This is where the horn goes in and the sperm goes in to the woman, right? These are the cheek meats, what have you, of your mind. That's where wisdom comes down. So God is in the masculine principle. Understand? All right. The apple, which is scholastic, correlates with knowledge, or the core of an individual is you know what I'm saying? The apple is the fruit, and a man that's enlightened is the burning man, okay? The man that's on fire for God, okay? Because knowledge is the offspring of wisdom. So I covered the higher dynamic of which man's connection and heaven's connecting with the earth, which earth correlates with man. The man's temple is his body. That is the earth. And the heavens coming down, meaning wisdom coming down, you know what I'm saying? And having understanding to where they conceive thoughts, and one is illuminated and his entire body is filled with light, and how that correlates with the other throne, the throne of the gut, which pertains to the upside down kingdom, the tree in the midst of the garden, which pertains to giving life or giving childbirth. You feel me? So both things correlate. Yeah, so I go into a little bit more here, since this is a short one. Wisdom comes down. See, I drew a outlet, the male part, and it connects it to that Milky Way that makes that spiral that creates reality, in the core of your mind, which is going to be where the seed is, the seed of you, the pineal, the pineal, all right, plugs into the eye of the Milky Way, the mind, the chariot, you know what I'm saying? And when we talk about like 69, a Cancer, would be the waves of the Milky Way, which is like a swastika, how a swastika moves. You see what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with some type of supremacy thing. You know what I'm saying? It deals with space, okay? And this is the throne, okay? And you know what I'm saying? The number of neurons you have in your brain is correlated with the stars in space and what have you. So we really are elementals, you know what I'm saying, incarnate, if we got God's spirit within us. You know what I'm saying? If you ascend here in the upside down kingdom, you're going to end up in your root chakra, meaning you're going to have a mentality that is leaned towards sex instead of having a higher understanding and wisdom. You're going to be carnally minded. That's why this is the upside down kingdom. In order to make power, people, because there's a lot of pride in the day, is you got to take the plug and you plug it into the outlet. The male and the female is the same here. The male see the tree, and the female, the tree that's in the midst of the garden, and a female. You know what I'm saying? Ooh-wee, that core of honey, But honey does attract flies, does it not? And this is the day that we live in, okay? Male, female creates power. That is the power exchange. All right. Now, individual could do things other types of way, but it's not going to generate, in my opinion, the same amount of power. All right. Because that's how God designed it. All right. I'm not going to get into this one right now, but I say peace and blessings be with you all. I'm out.